Hi, thank you so much for being with us today for another Beacon Career Conversations. I am so excited to have our very special guest with us today, Ms. Tina Allen, who is with us from the Georgia area today. And also, she was one of our Beacon peer mentors for 2020 for the Beacon class. And we just have like so much to talk about from your beauty career, and also to let everyone know that you can't see from where the camera angle is, but Tina is also expecting a baby in October and said that she's having some issues with the pregnancy. So if she gets kind of like spinny or something, she might have to like lean down for a little bit, and she is okay. She has informed me that she's okay, but it's just with the pregnancy. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Career Conversations. And first things first, like, how did you know that beauty was the right path for you and the right career choice for you?
For me personally, I started my career as a makeup artist. And as a little girl, I always wanted like this full service spa. So we would have like these little spa dates and we would do nails and hair and massages. But makeup was never something that I was just into. So when I decided, oh, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to open a salon, I'm like, but I have to know how to work everything in the salon. So cosmetology school wouldn't really allow me to work at my corporate job and get my license. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll take makeup classes because in the state of Georgia, you don't have to be licensed to be a makeup artist. Never touched a brush a day in my life. Really didn't even know anything about makeup except that I went and got my makeup done every weekend so I could go out and party and live that life. So when I went to makeup school, like literally the first day was the first day that I'd ever touched a brush. And ever since then, it was like, oh my God, I'm kind of good at this. So the career as a makeup artist just kind of took off. And here we are 9 years later, just based off of my career as a makeup artist, I ended up building a salon. So yeah, 9 years later, that's my story.
And you've expanded from being a makeup artist to, I mean, you have a full service salon, and it looks like you're sitting in it and the background looks just beautiful. So
Thank
how did that come up? Because I know that's a dream for a lot of people, students who might be watching today, to have their own salon or their own space. So I mean, that has to be a little scary to take that kind of a leap, because then you're starting to talk about there's funding, there's money there. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that goes along with it. So talk about that journey from being someone who was doing the skills or doing makeup or hair to now owning the salon and still working behind the chair.
Well, for me, the greatest opportunity came just working for a corporate company. So I worked for AT&T for 9 years. After 9 years, I pretty much just took my 401k. I decided that I was going to quit AT&T and step out on faith. And I was like, I'm going to take everything I have and I'm going to invest it in my dream. And once you take everything that you have and you invest it into something, like there's absolutely no stopping you once you make it to that point. So I made the investment. I found a location that I felt would be affordable for me by myself. I wasn't even thinking about a team. So I found a location that I felt like I would be able to handle with just doing makeup on my own, but also creating a space for other hairstylists, other nail techs to be able to come into, because we're in like a rural area. So I'm about 45 minutes northwest of Atlanta. So I knew like if I'm gonna open up a location, I want it to be a space for everybody. So just being in here and like just seeing the hair and seeing the nails, it kind of like sparked something inside of me. And the inconsistency with hairstylists and the lack of having people to even choose from, because when you open a business, it's your reputation. So you want the best of the best, you want the most professional, you literally want people to be a spitting image of you or better. And I found myself not being able to find that here in this city. So I'm like, I think I want to go to school for hair. I think I want to broaden my horizon. So I attended Paul Mitchell, and it just opened up so many different spaces and so many different windows for me. I started doing nails, hair, color cuts, and this is coming from a makeup artist. Like, that was the thing that I would say here. Oh, I just do makeup. So now I just do everything. There's like nothing I can't do, nothing I won't do, nothing I'm not good at. And I just always make sure I'm taking time out to continue taking classes, continue educating myself on every aspect of the beauty industry. Because I mean, we never know. Like, I may have a week where I might be extremely slow with hair, but I can still do nails, especially when you're first starting out and you're doing something different and you're trying to build. So I really gave myself the opportunity to choose what I love and enjoy doing within the industry. So I no longer do the acrylic nails, but hair and makeup is all day long. And I feel like a rock star when I'm here. Like, it's no sitting down, it's no stopping. This is my baby. I'm in control, and I just love it. Like, sometimes it's a lot with being the owner and being behind the chair. Like, it's a lot to have to try to balance everything and balance family with it. It can get crazy and hectic sometimes.
Talk a little bit about that versatility too, especially like because I hear that often from students who maybe they want to focus on makeup. Why do I need to know the other stuff? But what difference does it make? Or vice versa. I just want to do hair. Why do I have to go to school and learn about skin and nails and all of that stuff? I don't want to waste my time. So talk about, and then you went out and sought that out to have that versatility that you're talking about. So how important is that?
Okay, so this is what I'll say. On August the 30th, I have a wedding, a big wedding coming up. And it's not just for makeup, it's for hair too. So that gives me the opportunity to not just make a little bit of money, but make a whole lot of money. And then it gives me the opportunity to bring in 2 more people with me to make a whole lot more money. So, so when we're speaking on versatility, let's talk about the finances that go into being more versatile. So you never ever want to limit yourself, like I said, in this industry. But when with coronavirus, COVID-19, I feel like our industry, we're not pandemic proof. Like, that clearly showed. Like, you have to be able to have something to fall back on. With me being pregnant, I couldn't do makeup. I couldn't have people in my face with the virus that I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know it. I'm not taking it home to my son. He's asthmatic. I can't do it. So even though I opened the doors to the salon, I felt more comfortable with a person's head being this way towards me than face to face with me. So that's another thing. Like, I'm still able to open my doors. I'm still able to make money and not skip a beat. And the makeup thing, like, I probably missed out on like a few. I missed out on a few clients with makeup, but I was still able to work. I was still able to bring home the bacon and not even have to worry. Like, I know a lot of people were so worried. Like, my makeup friends that's in like the film and TV industry, like, a lot of them still have not picked up work.
Right.
Had they had hair or nails or something else to fall back on, then they probably would have been able to do something. But right now, they're still in limbo. They're still trying to figure out this film and TV industry. And so for me, it's just such a blessing to be able to do something within the industry and not have to go out and, like, stock shelves or get another job just to make sure that income is coming in. So, I'm just grateful that I have, the versatility of the different talents to still be comfortable in the middle of a world pandemic. So
Absolutely. And talk a little bit about too, like in versatility isn't just with services, but it's also in creating a cosmetics line and having retail. And I mean, I think that is something that people also like love that idea and that dream of, oh my God, like that's like my stuff that people are buying. So now I'm using products that's mine and people are buying my stuff and not running off to Ulta, Sephora, or other places to get something that they can get from me.
yes. So the retail part of it was like an amazing investment for me. However, in 2016, I launched a cosmetic line, and the launch was so incredible. It was amazing. It gave me the opportunity to start doing makeup classes. I host makeup parties every year, and it's for like everyday women. I have the price ticket on it is like $75, and I'll max out at 50 people. Once we do 50 people, then it stops. So once you times 75 by 50 people in one day for, standing up to teach for 2 hours, uh, I mean, that becomes incredible. And then at the end of this makeup party, you're selling cosmetics that belong to you. So now these 50 plus women, they're going home with makeup with your brand on it, with your name on it, and it's in their makeup kit. So that's empowering within itself. Now, as far as hair goes, everything that I use on my clients, I make sure that I'm able to provide that at the end of the service. So when you come to me and I do an amazing job, I need my clients to go home and continue my amazing work. I don't want you to come back next week or 2 weeks later and it's exactly the same, like, what happened? What did you do? So just the retail portion of it, I tell every hairstylist, even my stylist here, like, whatever you're doing on your client, you make sure that you're able to send them home with that same product. So on top of getting paid for your service, you're getting a tip. And my clients tip amazing here. You're getting a tip and then you're selling products. So you have three opportunities to make money instead of one.
Mhm.
So, you just have to, in this industry, you just have to think, always think smart, always think ahead. Starting out as a student, you may not have a lot of money to invest into retail. You may not have the big finances, but if you're able to look at your calendar, you see you have a colored client. Okay, with this colored client, let me go to Cosmoprof, Salon Centric, wherever you shop at. Let me get the products that they could use to take home. So even if you're focusing on the clients that you have that week and you're getting their take home product built up and ready, you're giving yourself the opportunity to make more money. So don't just think that, oh, when I start my retail, I have to start it big, because you don't have to start big. You start small and you build up. My retail cabinet was like empty. All it had was like hair extensions in it. And so now it's so full, like we just have stuff in the bag. I have stuff I find like, oh, we should put that out on the shelf. So it's just all about starting. A lot of people think, like, you see these bigger hairstylists and they're on such a bigger level from you, but we don't get to see the struggle. We don't get to see the beginning. We don't get to see where they started small, where they built up. We don't see where they went to Beacon 2 years in a row. We don't get to see that. We just see the big, bright, flashy salon. That's all we get to see. We don't hear the stories.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I was so impressed when you applied to be a mentor and when I met you and continuing to this day is your knowledge and just like all the cool innovative things you do with marketing and social media and how important that has been to your business. Can you give some advice to the students on how they can start approaching now, even in school, building their brand and using social media to really start to build that business?
Well, it definitely starts in school. If the first day you sign up, you should be posting on social media. One thing people love is following a story. People love to be a part of a journey. it's clients who they come in here and they're like, I've been following you for 3 years. Ever since you opened those doors, ever since you cut that ribbon, I've been following you. So then I have clients that have been with me for the whole 9 years. They've got the opportunity to see she went to makeup school. She got 3 certifications for makeup. She done lash extensions. She opened a cosmetic line. All the time, all of this is on social media. I can share 9 years of stories just from social media. So we go into cutting the ribbon at the salon. We open the doors to the salon. Oh, now she's doing hair. Let's follow her to hair school. In hair school, she's going to Beacon. She's going to Caper. She's doing it's so much stuff. So people, they become a part of your story. So when you're thinking, oh well, I'm in school, I'm not as good, people want to be a part of that. Like even when you don't think you're good, people love watching you grow. And when it comes to marketing and advertising, I try my best to go with 3 times a day. Sometimes in one moment you might get I have so much content that sometimes I might just post 3 things at one time. But the social media is a free platform for us. Why would you not take full advantage of it? From Instagram to Facebook to TikTok now. People are getting paid for TikTok. That's so crazy. YouTube, everything. Like people, they want to be a part of that journey. I also use Square for marketing as well. So I'm able to blast out to 800 people. Over the years, I have built up email marketing. So I have like the 800 email addresses that I push out marketing to every Monday. So every Monday, if you've ever booked an appointment with me, you're getting specials, you're getting discounts, you're getting what's going on in the salon, you're getting a hey, good morning. You're getting something to come to your email on Monday, and it goes to over 800 people. What I have noticed is the moment that you stop marketing, it's like the moment there's like a little space in the schedule. There's a little hole. But the moment you pick back up, people start wanting to book with you. And I feel like we have to continue to put ourselves out there because there is so much competition. For me, being in a smaller town, I feel like I have to work 10 times as harder, even though I'm not in a large city like Atlanta where there's more competition. So when I go on social media, I see the bigger city girls and I see what they're doing, and I look at them as being my competition. So when they're your competition, you have to step your game up even further. So instead of me being in Atlanta where I'm paying $4,000 or $5,000 in salon rent, which I can't afford that, that's just way too much to live a good life and have to worry about such a big overhead. So for me, I have to bring Atlanta to me. So I literally have clients that travel from 2 hours away, an hour away, just for me. And I'm like, you skip over everybody in Atlanta, in Loganville, in Lithia Springs. You skip over everybody just to come to me. And it's because of Instagram. It's literally because of Instagram. So if I stop posting, I stopped working. So that's kind of how I look at it. So if you look at it like that, then it'll motivate you to just keep the social media going. Because the moment you stop, you kind of disappear. Like this is a big industry to disappear in. And clients want to be entertained. They want to know that people are coming to you. They want to know that you are working. They want to see that journey. They want to see you grow. They want to see your makeup start off like, oh my God, what did she just do? To wow, she belongs on national stages. Like that girl, she's good. People, they want to see that. When I started off, oh my God, it looked like I never touched a brush in my life.
I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that. So you've mentioned Beacon a couple of times, and I know that I've mentioned that you have been a peer mentor for us, but what was that experience like when you were at Beacon as a student and learning and taking it all in? How did that impact where you are today and what your journey looked like?
My first year at Beacon was mind blowing. It was the most inspiring program that I'd ever been a part of. And I refer to it as my first year because my second year I was a peer mentor, of course. But my mind was just blown to see other professionals in the industry, and they're doing things so much more differently than you've ever even thought about doing. It broadens your horizon. It opens your eyes up to what this industry really and truly can offer. From the speeches to the NAHA awards, I had to come back. Like I couldn't stop talking about it. From the moment I got there to the moment I left to a year later, I'm like, yo, like Beacon is the best thing ever. I tell everyone that's in beauty school, if you don't do anything else, if you don't participate in anything else, you have to go to Beacon. The friends that I have made from Beacon, like we're on Instagram, we're in each other inboxes, we're like rooting for each other, we're each other's cheerleaders. Like even the people that I have like mentored, like I still make sure I keep in contact with everybody because the network is incredible, and I love being able to be a part of like people's journey that I have met at Beacon. Like I want to see what you're doing, what you have going on. So Beacon is the most amazing thing that you can participate in professionally while you're in school. And I'm not saying that just because I like you, Leslie.
No, and I appreciate that. And and I know that this last year we kind of introduced the concept of that peer mentor, and we'll continue doing that because there's so much value. And I think you had said too, it's so important for students to see someone at this stage of the journey. And you were talking about it a little earlier about we only see people when they're up here and then we look at ourselves and think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. But we don't see the struggle and we don't see what it looks like, a couple years out of school and what's realistic for me. So that's what I love about you and our other peer mentors from this year. You were able to help the students identify with, I'm going to be okay. Like there is a struggle, but there's other people who are rooting for me and are helping and want to help. So what other advice do you have for students besides applying for Beacon? And we certainly hope they do, and they can learn more about it at probeauty.org, of course. But what other advice do you have for students?
The best advice I can give you is to never stop. No matter what level that you are in your journey, don't ever stop. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop educating yourself. Never stop investing in yourself, because once you start making the investments and you're educating and you're opening yourself up to newer things, better opportunities come to you. Don't let finances be what get in your way, or don't let that stop you. If you see that Beacon's coming up and it's gonna be a $500 or $600 investment, go and hustle. Like that's what this industry is about, the art of hustle. Get on that Instagram, start posting, start pulling in clients, make those investments in yourself. Never ever stop investing, never stop in educating. So if you see something that you're not that good at but you enjoy doing it and you need a little bit of help, make that investment. Keep growing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I just really appreciate it. It looks like I'm just checking to see if there were other questions, and it looks like the audience feels that I've asked the right questions because they have not submitted any other additional questions at this point. But I just appreciate your time so much and just really appreciate all that you have offered to Beacon, the mentorship that you've given and continue to give, and wish you continued success. I just can't wait to see all of the things that are coming next from you and Cashmere Faces and the salon and everything. So any parting words before we leave today?
No, I think that's about it. I wish everyone the best of luck. I hope to see you guys in 2020. Wait, 2021.
2021. I know.
I hope to see you all then. Take advantage of this opportunity. You will not regret it.
And they can follow you. I know that we've linked to your Instagram before, but what is your Instagram one more time so they can follow you and just kind of check things out?
My salon Instagram is Cashmere Faces Glam Bar. My personal Instagram is Tina Allen HMUA. And my website is cashmerefaces.com. So if you need some inspiration, make sure you check out my website, get your business cards, all of the marketing that you can do. I don't like the digital business cards, so get you something people can feel.
Absolutely. The experience of it all. So
Yeah.
Love it. Just amazing advice. So thanks again for being here with us today. Good luck to you. Please stay healthy, stay safe, and I can't wait to see pictures of the new baby when she arrives in a couple of months. So
I'll be sending them right to you.
all right. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the day and a wonderful week ahead. It was so good to see you today.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.